Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach the Bible correctly. The water for you brothers out there who teach in the streets. And shalom to you women and children of Israel. This is from WFLA.com. News Channel 8, breaking news, Tampa fire rescue on scene of... Oh, no, that's nothing to do with that. Pinellas County, Tampa Bay residents participate in anti-war protest. By Marco Valerel, posted yesterday at 11:12, updated today at 11:14. Clearwater, Florida. People are fired up in Clearwater, holding signs high and getting honks from passing cars. This is about saving democracy, abiding by laws. Our founding fathers are turning in their graves, said Rita Fox, an organizer with the group Need to Impeach. The anger stems from President Trump administration decisions to kill a top Iranian general with an airstrike Thursday night. Since then, the president has ordered 3,000 soldiers to move into the Middle East. War, I am afraid our president would take us to war without any forethought and War, I'm afraid our president would take us to war without any forethought, and long as he thought it would benefit his personal needs, said Charles Kilboy, a veteran of the Korean War. Many see this move as a way for the president to distract from the latest decision by the House to impeach him. Just to put my 2 cents in, the way it looks like for him to make that bold move, since in his mind he was like, well, since things ain't looking right, things ain't looking uppity up as far as me winning the next election, so let me go ahead and bust this move. Now who's gonna step up to the plate? Who's gonna move? Who's gonna be the one that's gonna deal with this situation that I did? You know what I mean? It's a really bold move, man. He spilled blood, man. He got blood on his hands. It's not going to make anything better. Nothing he does makes anything better. But war directs, Fox said. Look at the people. These Edomites are like, some of them could be Jake. But some of these Edomites are like, damn, man, he's messing it up for all of us, man. We chilling low-key, comfortable. Because they're all connected, man. They're all one people, one family, One family member messes up, they all gotta, deal with that. Even Tampa Bay students of Democratic Society at USF have come together to join the thousands of voices crying out to the U.S. to stay out of another war. What's done is done, but hopefully we can show the United States government that the people don't want a war with Iran. It's very unpopular, said Tyler Cook with SDS. The elder generation hopes people will look at history in a way to learn from past mistakes and to keep away from repetition. But you just can't, because it's written. The Bible is a huge movie, a living movie. and everyone is playing their role. So he's just playing his role in this movie. It's necessary. It's an educational experience for the population. Most people don't read history, and consequently, they don't know how we get into these things, Killboy said. Protesters told 8 on your side, Marco Valerio, they will continue to make noise on the streets of Tampa Bay and across the country until government leaders hear their cries for peace. Hey, well, go ahead and keep doing that then. You know what I'm saying? You know? Because listen, man, let's just get a scripture and then, let's see what this says and then. Wait a minute.
Here in Tampa Bay, people are voicing their anger as well towards the president and his decision.
No more distractions! No more war!
People are fired up in Clearwater, holding signs high and getting honks from passing cars.
This is about saving democracy. Abiding by the laws our founding fathers are turning in their graves.
The anger stems from the Trump administration's decision to kill a top Iranian general with an airstrike Thursday night. Since then, the president has ordered 3,000 soldiers to move into the Middle East.
War. I'm afraid our president would take us to war forethought, as long as he thought it would benefit his personal needs.
Many see this move as a way for the president to distract from the latest decision by the House to impeach him.
It's not going to make anything better. Nothing he does makes anything better. But war distracts.
Even Tampa Bay students for Democratic Society at USF have now come together, joining the
Hey, that picture with the hands, man. I'm rewinded, my bad. But I wanted to point that out. The picture with the hands should have been red,
thousands of
man.
voices.
Hey, next time they make a sign, they need to paint those red, man.
At USF have now come together, joining the thousands of voices crying out for the U.S. to stay out of another war.
What's done is done, but hopefully we can show the United States government that the people don't want a war with Iran. It's very unpopular.
The older generation hopes people will look at history as a way to learn from past mistakes and keep away from repetition.
It's necessary. It's an educational experience for the population. Most people don't read history, and consequently they don't know how we get into these things.
Protesters say they will continue to be out there protesting until government leaders hear their cries for peace.
You see, man, and the thing is, man, it's because they know that, they're connected spiritually to, Donald J. Trump, you know what I'm saying? They're all connected, they're all Emites. Some of these Emites are Israelites. Some of these Emites are Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans on the inside. They just Emites on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So, so they know that if whatever he's doing, the chief is doing, it's affecting them as well. So they're comfortable here. They love it here. They love dwelling here and enjoying the fruits of America here. They don't, and that move ruins it for them as well. So they paranoid. They're going to stand out there until they hope it's over, But what? What does the scripture say? This is the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. We'll start at verse 4. Wait a minute. Job chapter 13. Verse 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? No one. So it's like, this country was established on the backs of, my forefathers, my parents. My parents partook, you know. So this place is not clean, as they tried to portray it at a great grand scale on television, how great this country is, but really it was built off of bloodshed and wickedness and evil and violence. Seeing these days are determined, seeing his days, who's his? The life of America, man. The European population and these other nations and these other countries too. They're gonna get it too. Seeing his days are determined. The numbers of his month are with thee, the Most High. His days, his time of being on top, ruling, is in the palm of the Most High's hand. And the Most High got a number for it. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Seeing his days are determined, the numbers of his month are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds. Let's get that word bounds, because I don't know what that means.
Strong.
Hold on. Come on, man.
Strong's H2706. Hulk.
Man, status. Ordinance limits something prescribed, due, prescribed task, prescribed portion. So the Most High gave you a portion, a prescribed portion. Something that's limitedly described to you. You know what I'm saying? Describe the limit. He gave you a limited amount of time to enjoy the feeling of being on top and power over people and ruling over people, having power over people and intimidating people, having the power to scare people, having the power to outbuy things, having the power to outshine, and having the power to eat the best food more than other people, like just be on top, just perfect. You know what I mean? He gave you a limited prescribed portion. Conditions. He gave you that limited condition of being in the best peak condition. That godly condition, that godly ruling condition. Enchantment. Let's get that word enchantment. The process of
Enactment.
enactment. The process of passing legislation. The process of acting something out. Just the process of doing whatever you want to do, man. giving you that taste to go ahead and do what you want to do and getting away with it and all that kind of stuff, you know. Let's see if they're for edification's sake. Let me see if it's I have it here. Trying to find it, you know what I'm saying? It gave me another option to look for edification's sake. And it's called an English Standard Version. Who can bring a clean Job chapter 14 verse 4. But the point is 5. Since his days are determined, and the number of his month is with you, and you have appointed his limits that he cannot pass. It feels so good to read that, you know what I mean? Cross-reference. Let's see if we can find anything edifying. Let me put this on pause. Man, we're going to end it with this one that I, trying to find, because I'm in the cross-reference of the scripture that we were looking up in Job chapter 14 verse 5. So we're going to end it with this one, man. Try to strike fear in you, man, you know what I mean? Because this is scary, man. It says, this is Hebrew chapter 9 verse 27. And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment. So, we all gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So, once we go, then the judgment. You know what I'm saying? But after this, the judgment. So, there's judgment after death, So, Esau got a short time. His time is near. He's panicking. He's being sloppy. He's making foolish decisions. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, just listen to videos. Let me show you these videos. Subscribes. Man, look up these men, man. Look up these men and listen to these men, man. You got Idle on My Bod, Daily Edification, Daily Exhortation, GMS I Come Quickly, GMS Tampa Bay, Menavella 12, Yahweh Yahushua Bod, Manatazak Bayawam 144, Menavella Protect and Warn the Sheep. You got what is the 666 mark. You got the high is 9. GMS Dallas and all this kind of, So there you go. You got no excuse. So I hope you got something out of this. And Shalom, Israel.